Public sector bank went through a major consolidation exercise in 2019, bringing several large institutions together and significantly reshaping the structure of India's banking system, with new signals from policymakers indicating that further restructuring or merger may be considered. Questions are now being raised about the outcomes of the earlier merger and what another round could mean for employees, customers, and the sector as a whole. In this discussion, N. Shankar, Vice President of AIBEA, General Secretary of AIUBEA, and Organizing Secretary of MSBEF, shares his perspective on the effectiveness of PSB mergers, their impact on staff, and the broader direction of public sector banking reforms.
2019 merger, the government is again hinting at possible consolidation of PSBs. Has merging banks improved efficiency or simply reduced competition and accountability?
See, the merger is a political decision. It's like nationalization was a political decision. The people are saying, then merger is also a political decision. Merger is not required when bank is giving licenses to Tom, Dick and Harry to bring so many banks also. So there could have been a competition among public sector banks also. Like public sector banks competing with the private sector bank. You are giving so many licenses. Small finance banks, payment banks. So you are allowing everybody to come into the market. What's the need for you to merge the public sector banks? There can be only two options. I cannot sell many, so consolidate and sell it. And that's the only reason. Otherwise, there is no reason for them to, merge. Merger was not required because look at the Allahabad Bank, which prior to merger, it was having a CASA ratio of 55%. A bank which was having a CASA percentage of 55% can never fail. If anybody is quoting their balance sheet and saying that they have failed, like United Bank of India, which was also having a CASA of around 55%, 53%. So why these banks have failed? Because of the government policies. Government chose that certain thrust areas you have to finance. For an example, power sector. I gave loans to power sector, huge loans, and divided into syndicate loans. So each bank was asked to take some portion of that syndicated loans, and the power sector failed because nobody was having that expertise to do that. If a court is going to order that coal mine which was allocated to me was wrong, who expected these kind of things will come? So government has to blame for that. Yes, good bank which was having a 55% CASA. Today you look at the balance sheet of any other banks, even private sector bank, nobody can have CASA percentage of 50%. What are the reason for that bank to get merged? Allahabad Bank had its own legacy, United Bank of India had its own legacy in eastern part. So merger is not going to help the country. If you are thinking in terms of competition and survival of the fittest, then consolidation need not be there. So why the consolidation should be there? Because consolidation is being taken as a political decision so that banks can be easily sold. If 5 banks I have to sell, it's very difficult for me. I put 5 together, sell one bank, it is easier for me. So merger and amalgamation is nothing but one step forward towards privatization of public sector banks. It's not anything else. So it has to be opposed. So we are opposing it tooth and nail because we want banks to be under public sector character. Any steps which you are leading to, which is leading to ultimately privatization, we will not keep quiet. That's why 2019 merger, whether it is helped or not, I do not know. Even Parliament doesn't know what is the synergy which has been created out of 10 banks getting merged into 4 banks. Synergy cannot be measured. The banks are not submitting any documents to the Government of India. Government of India doesn't submit any documents to the Parliament saying that by merging 10 into 4, I got this much value out of it. What is the country achieved? That's no study at all. So the merger is not going to help anybody. Merger of the public sector bank is nothing but an agenda to privatize the public sector bank. So we have to oppose tooth and nail. That's what we are feeling.
So, from your questions, I have to ask two questions, which I'm very curious to know. First is this hinting towards privatization of other banks to other public sector banks? And the second one is, what are the consequences that the employees face after this merger?
See, after merger, the employee strength has come down. The network has been reduced. Rationalization of branches they undertook, saying that many of the branches were closed down. And then in the process, they lost the business. If you compare any mergers, prior to merger and after merger, whether each bank which got created out of merger has lost the market share or not, you'll come to know market share is lost. So what kind of merger it is? One hand, I have lost the business, I lost the revenue, I have lost the profitability, I have lost the customers also. So what way this merger has helped? That's the most important point. Another point is it has not resulted in any kind of benefits in terms of synergy creation or in terms of efficiency. Nothing is there because they were on one technological platform. You united them. But what is the present situation? You go and see in each bank, the things are being outsourced. The contractors which they are engaging are all substandard. So this is creating a different kind of problem because the cyber crime is increasing, frauds are increasing. So if you ask that whether whether the merger has created any kind of positiveness, no positiveness has come. Yeah, even for the government also, because government banks have lost the market share to the private sector banks. Yeah. So this is the exact situation today. Go into any banks, you see that technology, they are spending so much of money. It should be customer friendly and it should be employee friendly, but it is not. It is not. It is being used as a tool to only comply with the RBI's requirements and other requirements. So ultimately, the merged entities have not created any efficiency or any scale of operations. If you put like that, it has not done it.
So we can say this is a one key point where the employee stress has increased because of these mergers. This is
no, because the branches have been closed. Right. Rationalization of manpower has come. So technology they have started introducing. They feel that real manpower is not required. Right. But on the other hand, they are spending huge money on outsourcing. Right. And that money is going as a wastage. Instead of that, they could have recruited people, created permanent employment, number one point. And the permanent employees will work for the bank with a lot of belongingness and a lot of ownership. That is missing today in the public sector bank. That's the exact point. Not only is the stress and all, it is differently related also.